Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, we're going to be making the next in the series of 2016 Stampin' Up! Christmas cards. I'm using this sentiment here, So Sweet, from the Sweet Seasons stamp set that's in the holiday catalog. And here's the card we're going to make. It is just a very clean type card, easy to create, and I've used this beautiful ribbon as an accent. So let's see what we need to get started. I need some Whisper White cardstock for stamping. I have a mint macaron base cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. A piece of cherry cobbler cardstock. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then a piece of the Presents and Pine Cones Designer Series paper, and it's cut at 3 3/4 by 5. So I am going to do my stamping first and move this out of the way. And so I have this already mounted on a clear block, and I'm going to do a shortcut, show you a shortcut. I'm using mint macaron, which is a color from the designer paper, and it's a light color, and so I'm going to ink up the whole stamp in mint macaron. Now here's the shortcut. Let's close this up. I've got my cherry cobbler marker, and I just want part of this stamp in cherry cobbler, so I'm just going to go over that light color of mint macaron. Now you could wipe it with a tissue or a wipey, but I have found that if it's a light color, this works fine. Okay, and then I want this little heart down here in cherry cobbler. Okay, so now I'm going to blow on it to moisten the ink and stamp it right here on my Whisper White cardstock. And there you go. 2 colors, 1 image, easily done. Now what I'm going to do is use one of the new Stitched Shapes framelits dies. I love these, beautiful, and it fits just perfectly here. The Sweet Seasons set is one of the ones that is discounted through November 30th, 2016. It's 25% off. It coordinates beautifully with these framelits and adds a really nice touch. Now, I've already done this ahead of time and cut it out, and you can see that faux stitching around the edge. It is just beautiful, and I think it makes it just fine mounting this on a card without a layer in the back because of that little fine detail around the edge. So let's put this one aside and we can go ahead and start assembling the card. By the way, the framelits come in ovals, circles, and squares, okay? All right, and I did a previous video with a tip using the framelits with some other cards. You might want to check that out. I'll try to have the link right here. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take this 3/8 inch silky taffeta ribbon duo that coordinates beautifully with this suite, the Presents and Pine Cone suite, and I'm going to tie it around this designer paper before I ever mount it. So I'm just going to do a simple knot. I'm leaving it on the spool. Sometimes I find it easier to do that. It eliminates some waste in your ribbon. And this ribbon is lightweight. It's easy to tie. It's a good weight and thickness of ribbon to use on Christmas cards, holiday cards that you're going to put in the mail, because it doesn't add a lot of bulk. Okay, so there is my cherry cobbler, and I'm going to trim this off pretty short here. Okay, now let's do the Emerald Envy. I wanted to keep this card fairly simple, but yet this ribbon really packs a punch and adds just the right amount of embellishment. And really you could do just one color, but I thought, wow, let me try 2, and it worked just like I wanted it to. So let me tie this on here. Give me a little more to work with. Okay, bring this down, come over and through the loop, and give it a good tug. There we go. So now I can trim off this here and again here. And now what I want to do is vary the height of the knots themselves so they're not right next to each other. And I'm pushing it over to this side, coming on over a little this way, just like that. I want to have room to mount this here. So let me keep adjusting a bit, and I'm going to give it a little tug and tighten it up just a little bit. I'm going around the designer paper, so you don't want to pull too tight where it buckles the paper, okay? But I want it to hold. Okay, see there? Super cute. Okay, let me go ahead and put my sentiment that's got the faux stitching from the Stitched Shapes framelits right there. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and build up the card from here. I'm going to take this cherry cobbler piece and mount that just on top. I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue for this. I like to use it when I'm, first of all, it doesn't add, the dimensionals would be pretty here, but I'm trying to keep this card nice for mailing, okay? Mail friendly. So I'm using the Tombow, and it goes well over the ribbon to make all of that adhere just really nicely. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, I would have a pair of scissors, any pair that you have, dedicated especially for cutting ribbon / fabric. Don't use on paper and fabric. It ruins them, okay? It dulls them, and they just don't ever cut the same. You want that crisp, clean snip when you cut your ribbon, and that will do it if you will dedicate. And you see how I tie ribbon around my handle there? That's so everyone knows that's just for fabric or ribbon. Call them my ribbon scissors. Okay, let me take the base, fold that in half on the score line, give it a good crease with my bone folder, and now I'm going to do the same thing and mount that up there. Just like this. Okay. There we go. There's a Christmas card ready to send in the mail. What I would do to finish this off is put inside a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut at 4 by 5 1/4, just like that. And then I will probably take a strip of designer paper that coordinates from this same collection and put it right here across the bottom, and then write my message. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, please let me know. Visit my website at inkandinspirations.com for more ideas. Let me know if I can help you with anything, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.